What's going on, everybody? It's the Say It Out Loud Sports Podcast. I am your host, Pat Graham. I got my guys, Bob, and Pete is back this week.
Yes, sir.
He was on a sabbatical.
He was. He took a couple weeks off. Putting in some work.
He's on a sabbatical out there, dude.
Putting in some work. So we got big show. We got some fantasy football. I know a lot of the playoffs are starting around the world here.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk some league winners. And then we're going to go our top 10 teams right now, power ranking style.
Okay.
We're going to talk some Baker Mayfield, some Jalen Hurts. The NFC, obviously, we'll do the NFC least update. We got Cowboys, Giants, and the football team haven't lost in 4 weeks now.
3 weeks, I think.
Giants are on a 4-game streak. The Redskins are on a 3-game streak.
Alex Smith, dude.
Then we'll break down. We'll look ahead. Week 14. There's some big playoff games coming up. Big playoff implications. Also, the Jets I think pretty sure they lost on purpose, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Absolute tank job.
I don't know.
Well, I can't wait to talk about this. I'm fired up already. All right, first things first, though, fantasy football, Say It Out Loud League Sports. Bob lost to probably lose the 1 seed.
Yeah, I think I
think you got the bye.
I think it's a bit of a bye, though.
So the first place ticket, we got another one drawn.
All right.
Another Bucks ticket.
Oh, I get 2 of those?
So the first place team is getting $2. The best tickets they got, 2 Bucks tickets, a Browns ticket, and a Titans ticket.
Let's go.
That was the first place tickets.
All right.
And then there's 3 tickets left. The Chiefs, Saints, and one other one. I can't remember the last one. Colts, I think.
Does the worst record get a ticket?
No.
Okay.
Although, speaking of this,
here we go.
So if you listened last week, you know there was
blackjack.
There was the blackjack game. Jonathan Taylor got exactly 21, and T.Y. Hilton got exactly 21. We're recording right now. The Cowboys-Ravens game are on, but if someone else ties, we'll figure it out there. But as of now,
2 players.
me and my dad. So I'm playing him heads up next week, even though I'm not in the playoffs. I don't think he is either. We're playing for the ticket next week, so I have a little side action going. So the winner next week,
As long as nobody gets 21 tonight, huh?
Then we'll have to do a 3-way, just triple threat match.
That's who scores the most.
It'd be a triple threat match. Period.
We got to have it put in the cage.
Put it in the cage.
Special guest referee.
Hang the ticket above the cage.
Yeah.
And you have to do
ladder match.
Table ladder.
A ladder
TLC.
Special guest referee Gronkowski coming in hot, dude.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah.
I'll go Hardy style on these fuckers.
Oh.
All right, so that's that.
Hope your dad's listening this week, dude.
Yeah.
He just did 10 push-ups.
Yeah, dude. He's hyped right now.
All right, so the Steelers ticket's up for that's the best ticket. Not the best one. I don't think they're winning the Super Bowl, but it'd be cool to have something out of this league because I got nothing. I went 3-10. I did just wax on Clinton.
Yeah.
Beat him by about 35. Ever since I made a trade, I think I'm 3-1.
Should have pulled the trigger earlier.
Should have traded a little earlier.
I know,
You went Doug Peterson and waited too long, dude.
That's true.
He was trying to trust his draft.
Yeah.
No, it didn't work.
You're over here like the Chargers GM just waiting for what?
All right, let's go to fantasy football real quick. Not real quick, but just league winners. So we're going to talk quarterback, running back, receiver. I'm not getting into tight ends and defenses and shit. Who's the league? Obviously, let's get to him. Who's your league winner? Who's a guy that you think is going to be on the most, if not, or maybe not the most, but a lot of winning rosters? Quarterbacks.
I think it's going to be a quarterback.
Yeah, quarterbacks.
I think you're going to have a lot of people with Russell Wilson because he's putting up a lot of points in fantasy football. I think a lot of teams in the playoffs have Russell Wilson as their quarterback in fantasy football.
Let's see his schedule here.
Like a Russ, eh?
I think Russ is on a lot of
I think
teams.
he's got an easy schedule. I think he does play the Jets. He's got a good schedule. I don't know. I like Herbert.
So he's got the Jets.
Who's Russ?
He's got the Redskins. This is week 14, 15, 16.
Right.
Okay, so he's got the Jets, Redskins, and Rams.
So you're always winging it.
No, I like Russ.
You like
he's
Russ
putting up,
against
he
those
puts
guys?
up 25 a week no matter what.
Not against the
No,
Giants.
he doesn't.
Oh, one bad game.
Yeah. He's about 4 in a row. It's okay. I'm not mad.
Who do you like?
I got Justin Herbert.
Did you see this week?
He played the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah, I did research. He's playing Atlanta this week. Then he's got the Raiders.
Atlanta? Didn't they just kill Derek Carr?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
But now you trust, let me get this straight. You trust Russell Wilson against the football team.
Yes.
But you trust Atlanta's defense because he shut down Derek Carr for a week.
I don't trust either defense.
All right, whatever. Herbert is my guy. I got Atlanta. They got Las Vegas and then Denver. That's the second worst, 9th worst, and 17th worst. I just think they're going to let him throw the ball.
Yeah.
It's obviously you can go with like Mahomes. Obviously he's going to have.
That's the easy answer, but I mean
that's why I want to go with a guy down a little bit further. I like Herbert. He's put up monster games before. I think he had 25 against the Raiders earlier this year. So, and I think Atlanta, I could see Atlanta in that game being a shootout, so we'll see.
Yeah, Herbert usually has 303 touchdowns, so.
Except last week.
Except last week.
But Belichick takes away everybody.
Dude.
That was a bad game.
Did he?
Well,
I
have a segment.
I
have a segment for Pete since he's a Chargers fan. Eagles rant and Chargers rant today.
Colin Cowherd said it was Alabama versus Sunbelt team. That's what the matchup was.
That's what it looked like.
I was dying.
I turned that game off.
You got who's
two quarters in.
Pete, who's your quarterback?
So I mean, you can go with two. I like Lamar Jackson a lot. Just going in just because he can use his legs. You know, he's got Cleveland, Jacksonville. You know, they're up there. They give a lot of points per game to quarterbacks, and then they got the Giants. I mean, if the Giants in the championship game, obviously, you know, the Giants are hot right now.
They're playing solid defense.
Yeah. So in the championship game, maybe not. But I think another guy would be Tom Brady. Tom Brady could be that other guy. So I'll go with Tom Brady. He's got the Vikings, who allow the 5th most points, and then the Falcons, the 2nd most points. And then, you know, he's got another favorable matchup. I forget who it's against in the championship game, but they allow the 12th most points. So I think Tom Brady or Lamar Jackson.
So I looked at Lamar, but in my head I didn't want to give that one out because I figure if you draft Lamar Jackson, you're probably not in the playoffs. Because he's been so inconsistent and missing games and like
you had to draft him. You would have had to have
what's homeboy drafted?
So I'll take Tom Brady. That's
No, I was just saying I looked at Lamar because I was like his schedule's nice, but unless someone traded for him bought low on him, and then he managed to make the playoffs. Same thing like Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
most people that drafted him, unless they grab Mike Davis, probably not in the playoffs.
No.
Yeah.
Or you?
Unless they
made it.
Unless they score on like a Justin Jefferson or something.
I'm 0 for 1 already.
He's over there just scratching his beard like, oh, okay.
Christian McCaffrey played 3 games.
As you went,
I'm all talking shit. I went 3.
As you won 3 games
with Tom Brady.
Dude, I led the Say It Out Loud League for 12 weeks. I led the Say It Out Loud League as a 1 seed for 12 weeks and gave it away at week 13.
Ooh. It doesn't matter until the playoffs. You got to buy.
Yeah.
All right, running backs. I'm just going to say
choice is Derrick Henry.
There is no other choice.
I mean,
there's no other choice.
We're going to give a couple
this dude's in matchups. He's going to average 160 and 2 touchdowns.
He's going to be the most common guy on a championship team.
Absolutely.
That's my pick. That's almost my lock.
Aaron Jones is up there.
Aaron Jones is
Dalvin Cook probably up there too. If he doesn't.
But just based on the schedule, you figure Henry.
Who's he? Dalvin Cook gets
1, 3, and 5.
He gets Jacksonville once, I think. Dalvin Cook does.
Yeah, Cook, or I don't know. I didn't see his. Henry, 5th worst, 1st worst, 3rd worst.
Yeah, Henry's easy. It's Derrick Henry. It wouldn't matter if he was playing the 31st best or first best or 31st worst.
It wouldn't matter.
Did you see what he did?
They had 5 points this week.
The week before.
I have him on my team.
Against a good defense. The Colts.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't matter who he plays.
Yeah. So Henry, do you have anybody else?
Aaron Jones.
Aaron
Jones.
I like Henry or Cook.
He's got Detroit, Carolina, and then Tennessee.
That's not bad. So there's a couple different guys. I put David Montgomery. He's been doing pretty good the last couple weeks. And he gets so David Montgomery gets Houston, Minnesota, and Jacksonville. That's the 2nd worst, 20th, and then 5th in the championship week. And then another guy I like is Nyheim Hines. When he gets the ball, he's good. And if you're in a PPR, obviously he's going to get a lot of catches.
Did you say Nyheim Hines?
Nyheim Hines could be a league winner.
I swear, the Colts don't use this dude.
He's going to be a league winner?
Yes.
Dude, every time he touches the ball, it's 9 or 10 yards.
I have experience with this because they don't use him enough.
I have experience with this.
With Nyheim Hines, I have him in my one of my other leagues.
Uh-huh.
And
you must be real deep at running back.
I have Derrick Henry. I have Henry. But since I've started Hines, I've gone 4-0.
Yeah.
And
he only gets like 10 touches a week.
So this is kind of a biased pick.
It's a little bit. No, but he's putting up points. So he's playing. If he gets touches, he's playing the Raiders, Houston, 4th and 2nd. This is the key, though. Championship week, he's playing Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
What did J.D. McKissick just do to Pittsburgh? Receiving back. They have the 31st best run defense.
First down after first down after first down.
They have the 31st
catching.
They have the 2nd best run defense, but receiving out of the backfield, that's Nyheim Hines' specialty.
Right.
And McKissick just had 8 for 80. That's good receiving.
All right. Fair enough.
I like Naheem Hines. If you guys are digging deep, I'm digging deep right now.
Hines gets velvet.
Hines gets velvet. All right, so maybe crazy with that one, but I like Hines. All right, receivers. Last one. We're not going into tight ends and streaming.
I mean, it's
defenses.
obvious if you got Tyreek and DK, obviously.
Those guys.
Oh,
are
this is a big
unstoppable.
one this week.
Those guys are
I'm
So
on
I'm playing
Justin
against
Tyreek's on a
Jefferson,
tear.
dude.
I'm playing against Tyreek this week. But
He's
guess
on
who
a
he's
tear.
playing against? Oh, well,
Next week.
you like the
No,
Chiefs.
it doesn't matter.
Oh, it does.
doesn't
Who's
matter.
he play next week?
Miami.
Oh no.
Locked down.
That
I'm playing
the
against
You're
corner-
not stopping Tyreek.
They got the
Hill.
number one corner in football.
Happened.
It
Xavier
does.
Howard.
Howard's the number one corner in football right now.
What's happening?
He shuts everybody down.
I guarantee he has over 80 yards.
What?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's
No
fine.
touchdown? No touchdown?
80? He just had 270.
Do you think he's
If he
Okay,
holds up
well,
to 80,
he's playing against the best
Do you think
corner
he scores
in
a
football.
touchdown?
he can have 80.
Does he have a touchdown?
That's fine.
I said 80.
Does he have a touchdown though?
I said 80.
He ain't
yards.
getting 80.
All right.
Xavier Howard
like
gave up 80 and 27 starts. He ain't
Everybody
giving
that
it
has
up now.
Tyreek Hill, shout out Al, is going down week 1 of the
Yes,
playoffs because they're going to be like, oh,
absolutely.
I
If
have
you have
Tyreek
Tyreek-
Hill.
No, I disagree. If you have Tyreek or DK, lock it in.
Yeah, DK. No, yeah, I get you're not gonna bench him. I'm just saying, duds on the way, Tyreek Hill, baby.
Duds on the way.
I'm just ripping our sleepers. All right, well, so Pete's got Tyreek Hill. What am
No,
I-
I mean, or you can go T. Higgins. That's another good one. I mean, I know they don't.
Here you
really,
go. Hear me out. Allen Robinson. Crickets.
They-
Damn it.
Justin Jefferson.
No, they have a really weak schedule
Yeah, Houston, Minnesota, Jacksonville.
against
Three
the pass.
top 10.
Yeah.
3 of the
I
worst
can see
10
this.
defenses against Pat. Allen Robinson.
Who's playing
Money.
quarterback?
It
Nobody
don't
even
matter.
knows.
Doesn't matter. He's the number 1 target on that team. He's going to get touches. Same thing.
Tell me your other guy is Jamison Crowder.
No.
No, it's
my other guy is-
Justin Jefferson, guys.
My other 2 guys is Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. Either one,
All right.
because they're in
The Rams are good right now.
Rams
They're on
offense. They're
fire.
they're gonna be throwing the ball.
I still take Justin Jefferson over all of these guys.
Who
He gets,
they- who they
he gets
playing?
Tampa, the 7th worst pass D. Then he gets Chicago, who is a good pass D, but he put 20 on him last time he played. him.
Jefferson's been out of his mind. He's rookie of the year, right?
Absolutely. With
You got-
Burrow hurt, he's rookie
I
of the
feel like
year.
he's past.
Herbert.
I had Herbert from the start, like from week 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6.
No, it's Justin Jefferson.
Last couple of weeks, Jefferson passed him.
Dude, he gets
To me.
He gets Tampa, who's the 7th
love
worst.
Herbert.
He gets Chicago, who he put a 20 burger on already this year.
Yeah.
And then his last game is against New Orleans.
Oh,
who's good.
Lattimore.
But he
Oh, he'll be on
Thielen,
Maybe.
Thielen gets Lattimore.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know.
Jefferson's an animal.
He might establish himself as the number 1 by then, but I like him. I think he's
That's
gonna
not a bad
score.
one. Jefferson's coming up big for me.
Ooh.
Tampa Bay, Chicago, and
The kid's
Giants?
easy 100 and half a touchdown a week.
Yeah, he's had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in a while.
Dude,
I
his
think- remember when
comparisons with Randy Moss on the Vikings he's shattering them.
when we did the mid-season awards, Stenson said
Vikings.
sleeper Justin Jefferson rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet would be looking real good. I think he was like 40 or 50 to 1 at that point.
He's going to win it. He gets my vote. With Burrow down, he gets my vote.
Oh, with Burrow down and Herbert not winning games.
Mm-hmm.
You have to throw Herbert in there not winning games because Herbert's
Right.
Well,
well,
Burrow wasn't really winning games. He
Burrow
had
was
3.
a lock until that 45-0 shellacking.
Yeah.
So
you mean
Cup
Herbert.
and Woods though. They get New England week 1, so if you can get past that, then they get the Jets in Seattle. They're going to put Seattle's tough. Seattle's tough because it's a division game. They just played them and they didn't do much, but I still both of them are decent options.
Yeah.
We're going to revisit this in week 17.
All right.
'Cause I feel like it's hot. All right. What else you got fantasy wise? Anything crazy?
No, I don't. I'm ready for the playoffs, dude. Let's go.
What does that feel like?
Locked in.
I was jealous.
Pete's fantasy season's officially ended this week.
You can live vicariously through us.
Yeah,
I know.
Well,
I'll give you my login, dude. You can move my bench players around, but don't take the starters out.
All right, top 10. Let's do some top 10s.
Top 10 teams?
Top 10s. I told you.
I know. Are we going 1 through 10 ranked teams?
Let's say we go
Yeah.
10 through 1.
10 through 1.
10 through. Oh, we're going to go 10 through.
We could go 1 through 10
Okay. 1 through 10.
because I think that might a lot of the top ones I think will be similar.
Okay.
Although I really want to take my number 2 and 3 out
Why?
All right,
because I don't think they're going to do good in the playoffs.
Well, then you got the Saints in there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's do tops. Let's just do 1, 2, 3. Who's
Three
your top
best
three?
teams?
Who's your top 3 in order? 1, 2,
Chiefs
3.
1,
Okay.
Browns 2, Buccaneers 3.
Guys, high.
Bucks are 3?
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be way crazier than I thought, bro.
I got 3. I got Bucks 3.
I don't even
That's
have
your power ranking?
Yes.
I don't even have the Bucks in the top 10 right now.
What?
All right, we got to start
Are
over.
you serious?
Yeah, start over.
10?
They're not in the
Do
top
you
guy
think
is
there's 10 teams
officially
better than
on
the
here
Tampa
for
Bay
content.
Buccaneers in football?
Right now, yes.
Not a chance.
Okay, let's start
bro.
over. We're starting the segment over. This is kind of a little haywire here.
Dude, if Tyreek Hill doesn't have 200 in the first quarter, the Chiefs got waxed.
But that's one. That explained the other 5 losses they have. All right, who's 10? We're going 10. Did you have a list, or are you just winging it again?
No, I'm pulling up my list of teams that I like.
Start making a list.
That I like.
All right.
No, I got
You guys obviously got like the freaking Jags at 10 apparently.
No,
Well, I mean,
all
this
right,
is
10.
like.
This is wild.
I mean, I
dude.
really don't like it, but I'm going to roll with it because that's power ranking.
Top
That's how
10
it
right
works.
now, playing the best football right now. Not if I just put money on the Bucks to win the Super Bowl.
Do you have Indy? Do you have Indy in the top 10?
Yeah.
You have Indy over Tampa.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Tampa's in ever since Antonio Brown came, they're in
I don't-
shambles.
I don't-
But I did say that a few weeks ago that something
know.
happened, something changed. And
If
it was
they
him.
come
Get him
out, they had a bye week this week. If they come out and show me something this week, then up. And like I said, I just bet them to win the Super Bowl. Obviously,
so
I
they're
won.
going to go from 12 to 3 on pass list.
Not 3.
With a
They
win.
got to climb up, baby.
Jesus,
They
what a
gotta climb.
This
joke,
one's
dude.
ripping me. You got the Browns at 2.
Dude.
I got them at 4 though.
Oh, if you got him behind the Saints, I'm going to lose
Not
it.
too far
do.
behind.
Oh no.
All right, let's go. Top number
The
10.
Saints are falling out
We're
of the
going
top
one
10.
by one. 10.
10?
Yeah,
You could insert anybody.
Miami.
It's either
I have the Dolphins.
I have Miami at 10.
I feel like you're gonna forget someone because you're just winging it. And
I'm
you're
not
gonna
winging
go,
it.
Oh shit! I got
the Titans.
Miami.
I got the Titans at 10.
Tennessee at 10.
Tennessee that low? Really?
If you want to, if you have reasons, you can throw them in there.
No, I don't think the
Obviously,
Tennessee's at
Dolphins.
10.
I think
I
obviously
mean, you think
defense.
the Browns are at 2.
We'll get to
Okay.
them. We'll get to them. This is
Who didn't the Browns just wax the Titans?
overreactions though.
This is why they're at 10.
Okay.
You're welcome.
But the Browns can't be a 2.
I had them at 4 last week, and I got in trouble for that. People were telling-
You still have the Saints up there for some reason.
We'll get to this. So Dolphins defense coaching, they've won 7 out of their last 8 games. Miami. The only reason I have Miami this low is because their offense is
It's their
so-
schedule.
They're still 7-1. You could say that about the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Saints, all these teams, but the
Hey,
Miami
you can't say it about the Chiefs.
kind of.
No, they're Super Bowl winners. You can't say that.
Well, they have Mahomes. That's why we'll get to them. Okay, Dolphins 7-1 in the last 8. Defense is crazy.
They play great.
18 straight turnovers. 18 straight games with a turnover. Flores has to be in the conversation for Coach of the Year now.
Absolutely.
problem
And his
with
players
Miami-
love him. That dude was out on the field trying
Even
to fight people last week.
These dudes are going through running backs like hotcakes. They cut Jordan Howard. Ahmed got hurt. Gaskin got hurt.
Yeah.
Patrick Laird. They're making it work. The problem is the quarterback.
The carousel.
This is crazy. The carousel.
So,
But if you start Fitzpatrick, you have to worry about the turnovers, but you're probably going to get more points. But then you're going to have turnovers leading to other teams' points. If you start Tua,
points is what
you're
matters.
not going to. But if you
Game
start
management.
Tua, you're not going to score enough points.
Right. So, I mean, at the end of the game, if you have more points than the other team, you usually win.
But Fitzpatrick
Is
puts
that
you.
how this works?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Fitzpatrick.
I don't care if Fitzpatrick
No.
threw 22 interceptions.
So
if he
the
scored
object of the game
40
is-
and the other team scored 39, it's a win.
No, but Fitzpatrick puts you at risk of allowing more points
Okay.
because he turns the ball over.
Right.
Tua puts you at risk of not scoring enough points. So you need to.
So if
they
Tua
need to have
doesn't
a baby.
score, and if he ends up turning it over, you're just a guaranteed loss.
Fitzpatrick
No.
and Tua need to have a baby.
Tua Fitzpatrick. What?
Tua Fitzpatrick.
Oh, my God.
Either that or Ryan Tagovailoa. I don't know how to say
Pat
that.
McAfee's got to be the godfather of this.
But you
kid,
know what I'm
dude.
saying?
I get what you're saying.
So it's not like they're close and
one's
like
a man,
one
one's a game manager, and one's a gunslinger.
Tua is very accurate. Tua is accurate as hell. Fitzpatrick's just a risk taker, gunslinger.
He's like Jay Cutler.
Right.
That's what he is.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's a blueprint. Of
Cutler's
Jay Cutler's
also
career.
to be clear, Jay Cutler's also a legend in my book. I
He
love
is,
Jay
dude.
Cutler.
I love Jay Cutler, dude. This guy's a savage.
So
He's the worst team leader apparently ever in history. Apparently, to Devin Hester says this.
I mean that's why
leadership
I have
0.
them 10. If they had a more consistent quarterback that was putting points up, like they won 19-7 last week against Denver?
Their defense is too good. If they had any quarterback worth,
They're
like,
good.
a top-
It's just they're like
a top
too
7.
It's
they'd
too
be
risky.
lights out.
Like they're good. They're a decent quarterback. They're good quarterbacks. It's just one's too much of a risk taker and the other one's too little of a risk taker, I guess. So 9. So
What are you
Dolphins,
pointing at
Dolphins.
this?
Yeah.
There you go. Put that to over there. Pass
All
it
right.
along.
All right. So what do we got at 9?
But the Dolphins
People are going to lose. This is going to take us
hate
3
this.
hours to get through this list.
Oh,
What's
it's okay.
number 9?
It's
The
gonna be
Dolphins
fun.
haven't played anybody.
Oh,
They're
my
still-
good. Well, we'll see this week.
Yeah, they play
When they beat
played
the Chiefs
They
this
lost
week.
to the Seahawks by 1.
That's who I have at 9. I have Seahawks at 9.
Who's your 9, Pete? It's another team outside my top 10.
I got the Seahawks.
Seahawks at 9.
Seahawks at 9. They're outside my top 10 as well. I got the
I
Titans
know
at 9.
the defense is atrocious,
got the
but I
Titans
feel
all
like
down,
I
man.
feel like they're a good enough offensive team to where they can turn it on in the playoffs.
Their defense will. You cannot play
Just
bad
playing
defense in the
football.
playoffs.
I'm going
understand
football
that.
now.
Yeah.
But no, I can see
It's
no.
hard for me to take away from DK and Russell, and
Lockett.
they haven't had Chris Carson.
He's back. That's true.
Right. So they haven't had Chris Carson. Inserting him back in the lineup makes them a better football team, obviously.
I mean, they are leading the NFC West, which is probably the toughest division
Right.
in football. So I can't
they're
argue
in my
it.
top 10.
So I have them like 11, 12, but I got Titans at 9. Titans are good. They're real good when they're real good. I just think they're inconsistent.
They're
Yeah.
still a good playoff team.
They'll be real good. Yeah, they're a good match. If they have a solid game plan, come out and they're just run the ball. They can't. They're good at playing from behind, but they're not good at the same time because it takes away Derrick Henry almost.
Right.
But then they have A.J. Brown and Corey Davis. Like this week, they fell behind 30.
Corey Davis went bananas.
He did 180.
Yeah.
And a touchdown.
He was on somebody's bench.
But when they fall behind by that much, they almost take away Derrick Henry, which that's their strong suit. Well, if they get ahead, it's a wrap.
Oh, he just runs at 30.
Then
times.
it's over like they did
I'm
against
still.
Colts.
This is to me the Titans do the worst thing ever though, and it drives. I know it drives you nuts. It drives me nuts too.
From the one,
Whenever it's not even from the one. Whenever it's 1 yard to gain, that fool doesn't get the ball.
yeah.
They give
It's
it
a
to
decoy. He's a
anybody
decoy.
else.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This fool falls for 3 yards,
Yeah.
and they do. Dude, if it's fourth and
He
inches,
said he falls
Every
for 3
time.
yards.
dude, fourth and inches. Derrick Henry in the backfield. I'm like, this is guaranteed. Now let's run play action pass.
Or a reverse to Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on right now? Dude, the other day was 4th and 1, and they have it. And Ryan
literally
Tannehill's in
just have
shotgun. I'm like, why are we in shot? Why are they in shotgun with Derrick Henry in the backfield? And they hike it and they hand it to him.
You
If
just
you're
have
gonna
to-
if you're gonna give it to him, get him running downhill before you give it to him.
Yeah.
It's wild.
All you got to
No.
do is put a bicep over.
I mean, we got to remember they did.
You do coughs and picks up too.
They're a solid team. We got to remember they have a lot. They lost to the Bengals. Like they have some bad. They don't have some. They got waxed. They should have got waxed by the Browns. They made a little comeback. They were getting housed by Pittsburgh. They made a comeback on that. Almost won that game. But I mean, they're just too inconsistent.
Yeah,
So
Jekyll
that's
and
why I have
Hyde.
them a little low, a little lower than I think. I think they're a really good football team, and come playoff time, I think they can make some noise.
Absolutely.
Like I could see them beating Pittsburgh and other teams like that. But right now, I got them at 9.
9.
Who got an 8?
I got Buffalo Bills at 8.
Buffalo. Pete's dying. What are you laughing at? You just hate.
What do you had
Bub's
I have
rankings.
Bills at 5.
You know,
It's
5?
okay. No,
Yeah.
who do you have at 8? This one just started dying. This fool's rankings. I
have
can't
the
wait.
Bucks.
Come on, dude. Don't disrespect
You have them
Tom
at
Brady.
So
3?
you got. It's
is
okay.
unreal.
Okay.
So
Watch.
he's got the Bills at 8. Who's
I got
your
the
8?
Buccaneers.
You got the Bucks at 8. I know. I have the. So you won't hear them later. I don't have the Bucks in my top 10 right now.
Jesus Christ.
I have the Rams at 8. Rams have had some good wins. 8-4.
I got them at 4.
Jesus Christ.
Where do you have the Rams? They're not even ranked.
Come on, dude.
I can't wait for the ranking.
That's in
I
the
need some
toughest division in football.
I need some
Come on,
comments.
dude.
So if you have the problem
This
with
is
the
I have
Rams,
the Rams at 6.
okay,
Okay, that's not.
why the Rams?
6.
So I have them at 8. What's wrong with that? Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, obviously McVay. I don't trust Goff. You get pressure on Goff, he turns the ball over, they lose. They just lost to the Niners 2 weeks ago.
Right?
They have some other losses that are kind of questionable. There's the inconsistent teams. I could interchange.
They're the
probably
best team in that division right now.
9, 8, 7.
Are they not?
6.
Are they
and
not
5.
the best team in that division right now? In the best division
Probably.
of football.
I mean,
The Rams are the best,
Best
team in that
division in football.
right now. Yeah,
Probably.
but that division's kind of
It's
it
hard
was
to
the
tell.
best division of football.
It still is.
Kind of fell apart.
they're beating each other up too, and they keep losing.
like the Cardinals look terrible.
Yeah, they're 6
Okay.
and 6.
The
They're-
Niners are still not great.
The Niners. Yeah, I'm not going to.
Right.
So how do you have the best division in
the
football
Seahawks are-
and have the Rams so low? That's what I don't.
I don't
get.
have
They're
that's the best
8-4.
division of football.
They're the
Doesn't-
best team in that.
You
division.
still think that's the best division of football?
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
Yeah.
The Seahawks are not a top 5 team in football. The Rams aren't a top 5 team of football. The Cardinals aren't a
They're
top
a
5
top
team.
10 though, right?
Top 5 team of football.
top 10
All of them are. They're all solid. They don't have the one team that's like.
They're still top
That's not
10.
the best division. It would look
what's the best
originally
division?
going into the season. Yeah, it was probably the best division of football.
NFC East?
Probably
That's
the.
probably,
You know?
yeah.
Well, I mean, with Jalen Hurts, it's the best football player in football. So
Good Lord. As well as Eagles at 1.
I got Eagle. Yeah, locked in on my
So
big
Rams
board.
with Jalen Ramsey.
Locked in on my big board at number 1. Solid.
I mean, I think from 9 to 5 is pretty much interchangeable. I could, if you like, you guys have Rams at 4, you have Rams at 5.
Yeah.
I'm
6,
not gonna argue
6.
it. Whatever, same thing. All right, 7.
I have Titans.
Okay,
Cleveland Browns.
I got the Colts.
God, you don't believe the 9-3, huh?
I got a tough time believing that. No, yeah.
I mean, Baker's dangerous right now.
I love Baker, but
We'll get to Baker.
I got to
in a
see him
little
in a
bit,
playoff game, right?
First time, and this is the first time in like 15. LeBron. What was the thing? Did you see that meme today
What?
or whatever? I think it's the first time the Browns have had a winning record. They're already guaranteed the winning
They're
record.
20 years or something like that?
Yeah, since an iPhone came out
Yeah.
or some shit.
Baker.
LeBron was a rookie. Peyton Manning
The last time they had a winning record, Peyton Manning was
won
a
the
rookie.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Man, I thought
No, he
it
won
was
the Super
bad.
Bowl.
I thought
Super
it was
Bowl.
bad being a Chargers fan.
Oh, that's still bad.
That's still about the same thing. I mean, that's weighable. That's about the same thing.
Thanks.
They got to the Super Bowl and
Give me
won.
the old pat on the ass there.
They got when's their
Oh,
Super
still
Bowl?
shitty,
The Chargers
dude.
didn't get to
Don't
the Super
worry
Bowl,
about
did
it.
they?
94.
They got there?
They played them. They got beat by like 50 by the Niners.
Yeah,
in
Steve
1994. Steve Young put it on them.
freaking bananas. on them.
That was when I became a. Well, that's not win, but that's
They got they got to the
I was
title, they got
9.
to the title conference title game back to back with North Turner, didn't they?
Yeah, Schottenheimer.
Was it Marty?
Shoddy football.
Was it when
LT.
Marty won 11 games and got fired?
14-2 and got fired.
Was it 14?
I think he went 14-2 and got
14
fired.
2.
What?
Uh huh.
Yep.
Jesus! And Mike McCarthy still has a job.
All these Anthony Lynn. They're just
Anthony
holding on to
Lynn
him.
still has a job.
Dear Lord, dude, Doug Peterson can't get fired. I guess.
Yeah, I got the Colts at 7. I just think they're balanced. Their defense is good. T.Y. Hilton's finally starting to produce.
Oh, you haven't experienced Phillip Rivers yet. You'll see.
No, I mean, we'll see what happens. All right, 6.
I already said I got Rams. I already
Green
said
Bay
Rams.
Packers.
I got Packers as well. It's hard to see. That's what I'm saying with these interchangeable because the Colts just beat the Packers 2 weeks ago, but I still I have the Packers still ahead of the Colts. Just based the only Aaron Rodgers. That's it. That fool's playing out of his mind right now. And come playoff time, come right now, he's
Their
still playing.
offense is so good with Rodgers.
Scantling was
Jones,
getting death threats because he fumbled. They should have won that game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he got the death threats for the fumble, which is stupid.
Rodgers, Jones, Adams. Come on,
Yeah. Their defense is all right. All right, who's at 5 for you guys?
Bills.
I got the Bills also at 5.
I got Saints.
Dropped them.
Saints at 5.
All right, at least they're in the top 5.
Pushing it.
That defense is nasty.
After this week, they're out the top 20.
I mean, the Bills at 5 is
Saints defense is nasty.
The Bills, dude, 5-1 in their last 6. The only loss was the Hail Mary to Kyler Murray. So they could very easily be 6-0 in their last 6. They're 9-3.
Are they a sleeper?
best-
Are they a
they're-
sleeper to win the Super Bowl?
They got
all the pieces.
problem is their defense was so good the last 2 years, and then this year it's just not. That's
their
why I think
question
it-
mark. To me, their question mark is their run game.
That's another
That's their
problem.
question mark.
That's definitely a problem. But I think so. Josh Allen, everybody's like, "Oh, he's not accurate. He needs to be more accurate."
Dude, this dude's he's
this
killing Cam Newton's MVP season, and he's more accurate.
This year, he's 4th in the league in completion percentage.
Yeah.
He's,
He's Cam Newton's MVP year. He's crushing all those numbers, and he's accurate.
he's top 6 in yards and touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing. That's throwing. And then he's probably 3rd in quarterback. Probably third
Second.
behind
I would-
Kyler and Cam.
Yeah, I put him ahead of Lamar.
Right now.
Yeah.
I think he's got more. Not positive. But yeah, Josh Allen's having he might be up. A couple weeks ago, Kyler Murray was in the MVP talks. He's pretty much out of those now.
Yeah.
So now you look at Mahomes and probably Josh Allen, right?
And Aaron Rodgers.
And Rodgers. Those 3, right? Maybe Roethlisberger. I don't think it's really him. It's more the defense. He's having a good year, but would those 3 be the
It's gotta be
MVPs?
those 3.
Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Rodgers. Down to those 3, you think?
If you had two, if you could only vote,
Rodgers
if
and
you could only
Mahomes'
vote
numbers
for
are
one
close.
of 2 players for MVP, you can only vote for one of 2. Who would you vote for?
What do you mean one of?
I'm going to give you 2 guys. You can only vote for one for MVP. Would you vote Derrick Henry or Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Okay.
Because there's been games where Tannehill's carried like
Yeah, I get it.
running backs. It's hard to win as a running back.
I know it is. You have to do Derrick Henry. Does
Henry,
the
dude, he
most.
does. Well, we talked about it earlier. He has the really easy schedule. If he puts up a couple 200-yard games,
if he puts up 500 in these next 3 weeks,
he could clear 2,000.
4 or 5 touchdowns. It's going to be tough to vote against.
He could clear 2,000.
If he gets to 2,000 and 18 touchdowns, is he an MVP?
I don't know. Mahomes is
with it so spread out. I think Mahomes is going to run away with it. If he finishes with 2 interceptions and 40 touchdowns,
that's tough.
Nobody's voting against him.
All right, number 4.
I have the Packers.
Packers at 4. I got Cleveland at 4.
I already know.
They didn't jump?
I got the Rams, baby. Rams.
The Rams.
Yeah, I got Cleveland at 4. Obviously, they came. I had them at 4 last week on the Instagram page. I post my top 4 every week. I got a lot of shit for last week.
Got drilled for it.
I got a lot of shit for last week. I just think they're playing right now. They're playing good football. They didn't have Myles Garrett for a while. They didn't have Denzel Ward. They're beating everybody that's in front of them. They have the third longest winning streak in football behind
Bills.
It might be second now. No, Bills lost.
Hey, but look, we
Saints.
talked about this on the podcast.
Run game
all without Odell.
All with that.
I told you, everybody, without him on the field, they're a better football team.
So, and then Baker Mayfield, which we'll also talk about in a bit.
Dangerous, baby.
He's 6. They're 6-1 in the last 7 games. 11 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's not turning the ball over.
And they can run it.
And
they got the best running back duo in football.
Number 1 rush offense.
And that's why he's excelling, dude.
So
right behind Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Derrick Henry's entire depth chart is in Tennessee is Derrick Henry, and then the backup is Derrick Henry.
So I got Browns at 4. Their best wins, Indy. I forgot I wrote down their team's best wins. Browns beat Indy. That's their best win. Probably Tennessee's right up there. All right, who's 3?
Pittsburgh.
I got Pittsburgh at 3.
I got Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I know. It's hard because everybody's ripping their schedule. They've played bad teams, but when you beat the team, their win-loss record goes down. So if you
still
win 11 in a row,
still got to show up and win.
Yeah, perfect example is the Chiefs' win-loss record is worse than the Steelers, but that's 11
no
of those are from the Jets.
So. Right. Yeah, 11. Yeah, they're 0-11. They play the Jets. They're 0-11.
Yeah,
so that's automatic.
Nobody's
Steelers,
ripping the Chiefs for
They still lead the league in sacks, lead the league in turnovers.
Points allowed.
The only problem, I wanted to dip them lower, but the lack of run game.
Yeah, when you're playing Tennessee Chattanooga every week.
They have the lack of – no, they beat the Titans and the Ravens, but then everybody said, it's the refs.
The refs.
They find a reason to hate them. The Steelers are good. Like, the run game worries me for playoff time because they can't run the ball.
Absolutely not. They
don't saw it this week against the Washington football team. That was the top 5 pass defense. Steelers only throw the ball.
But
bad matchup.
It's a terrible matchup because they can't run it.
So
this is what Buffalo's going to run into too. Buffalo can't really run the football, but Josh Allen can run the ball, I guess.
Well, that's going to be a game we'll get to in a little bit too.
Well, Buffalo finally gave Singletary 18 carries last week,
and he balled. Zach Moss fumbled at the one.
So they figured this out.
Then they figured out Singletary's their guy.
One of the matchups next week is Buffalo at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's got a good pass defense, so if Allen can take he take care of the ball?
Yeah.
Because Minka Fitzpatrick's out there lurking. So I have him at 3 for now. This could obviously next week there's some big matchups and it could change, but I'll still have him at 3. 2, I'll go first. I got the Saints at 2.
I got the Saints.
I hate him playoff time. It's not playoff time
Bucks.
yet. The last 5 games are allowing 8.8 yard points per game.
Is nasty.
8.8. I know they played Denver with no quarterback.
You know what that defense is doing right now? They're getting Taysom Hill paid.
But they control.
They're destroying the franchise.
I know. I agree.
5 years.
No, I'm in agreement with it. But right now, that defense keeps them at this high.
Not this week. They're going to get hurtsed.
Oh, you got yes.
Yeah, baby.
So,
I agree.
Hashtag that.
I agree.
We'll see that. They get Philly this week. Next week is when the real. Obviously, I think we haven't mentioned these guys. The Chiefs are all our unanimous number 1.
Yeah.
Saints play the Chiefs next week, not this coming week. Week 15. They're going to get exposed.
Ouch. The Saints are going to get – nobody's eating
100%.
gumbo. Nobody's eating gumbo in New Orleans that week.
They'll get exposed. Packers will have Packers have the win over the Saints, and they will hold the tiebreaker, and Packers can jump into that number 1 seed in the NFC.
Hurricane Mahomes is going to hit New Orleans, dude.
The Saints will have to play –
Hurricane Mahomes.
Go ahead and aim for shelter.
Saints are going to get that 2 seed and have to play the first round against 7 seed, maybe Minnesota.
Ooh, in the cold?
No, it's in New Orleans still.
Oh.
They'll have a home game because they'll be the 2 seed.
Oh, that's right.
So they'll get like a Minnesota team. Who else is in Tampa Bay? I guess could be the 7. They own Tampa. That's a tough matchup for Tampa.
Tom doesn't lose the same team 3 times at a time.
Right?
No, there's
Tom's
no
not
way.
losing.
Tom's not losing the same team 3 times in 1 year. I promise you.
All right, so those are our top 10 teams right now. Comment in the. I'll I'll post them up maybe on Instagram, leave a comment, or just, I don't know, tag us and rip us. I don't know. All right, let's get back to Baker Mayfield real quick. Is Baker Mayfield the future franchise quarterback for the Browns?
It has to be.
Before the season, you saw the rumors like Baker's, this isn't the guy.
Well, before the season started, this was the year. Got to prove yourself. Like, this is it. If he doesn't work for the Browns this year, they move on. Now they're 9-3, headed to the playoffs. Baker's wilding. How's he not your guy?
I think Stefanski saved him.
Well, I mean, a lot of quarterbacks are saved by their offensive
I think
coordinators.
Nick Chubb saved him.
Well, it's the coordinator for
in that
sure.
defense. And, I mean, yeah.
They're playing to the strengths. They're playing to the strengths of every player.
Absolutely.
But it's working. They're 9-3.
Yeah. No, I think everybody's
Nobody
hard
wants to play the Browns in the playoffs, I promise.
No, Baker Mayfield is so polarizing and criticized.
Yeah.
Obviously,
He throws such a good
microscope.
or.
Dude, he's under a microscope every week.
yeah.
One bad throw, get him out of
When he
Cleveland.
plays bad, everybody's like, get rid of him. Get rid of him. Now he's playing, like I just said.
Throws for 303 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns in the first half. Sold 1,000 jerseys a minute every minute for an hour.
11 touchdowns, 1 pick in the last 6 games are 5-1. I mean, take care.
Could
don't
you do
turn the
better?
ball over. He's missed a couple throws, but
That's fine. But could you do better? Could you ask for anything better as a quarterback? No.
well, like Mahomes in a different scheme.
Sure you
Their
can.
scheme is perfect.
I mean,
They're
Mahomes,
not
he's
getting-
the answer. If
Mahomes
they
isn't
get
playing in
you sure
Cleveland next
could.
year, I promise.
right 21 for the season, he has 21 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. They're 9-3, and he's the let me get this straight. He's not the most exciting. One of the most exciting players to watch play.
When he's
Entertaining.
winning.
Absolutely.
Maybe not exciting, entertaining.
Touchdown celebration.
Oh,
Got
dude.
it.
Slide in.
Yeah.
His
Supposed to do another slide in?
leadership, dude. His leadership on the team, like he gets everybody going. He's hyped.
That's plus.
And I'm
1,000
giving him a
man.
10 out of 10 on the slide in for the photo shoot. That was a 10.
The slide in was money.
Execution, stuck the landing,
Yeah.
cash.
Perfect.
Or he was chasing down Nick Chubb.
He's
on a
faster.
30-yard game.
Well, I like how he's faster than Nick Chubb.
I want to go
No,
that
he
far.
caught
but
him.
on that play.
He
was
caught him.
full
He
of-
might have been.
Adrenaline was pumping. Adrenaline was pumping. for
Stefanski's
sure.
out there on the sideline running next to him. Get back.
So yeah, he's got to. Even if they're 9-3, he's not. Look at him. He's on a commercial right now at home with Baker Mayfield in his dog pound house. But yeah,
He throws such a good ball. It's
He's a
just
slinger,
his
dude.
decision making is not always on.
That's why you got to run the ball.
Do you see what they asked him about his decision making? And he went like full on office mode about Dwight Schrute. He was like,
saw
before I do anything now, I ask myself, would an idiot do that? And if the answer is yes, I don't do that. I do something else. I was dying.
Yeah, I think he's playing well. I think he's unfairly criticized at times.
Coward hates that dude.
Coward is critical of him.
He hates him, dude.
He does
Yeah,
that to
he
a lot of
hates
people. He does that to a lot of them. Though.
He calls out Coward all
Well,
the
that's
time.
because Baker gets on Twitter and goes back after him. So it's going to get him
He goes
clicks.
after him, dude, all the time.
Like Baker's going to hear this, and he's not going to come after us. He probably won't give us a thumbs up.
No, we're all Baker fans over here, baby.
I like
No,
Baker.
right?
Dangerous
I
mode.
love Baker.
All right, let's get to the Jets. This was so obviously the Jets just hanging with Raiders is kind of embarrassing to be a Raider fan.
Oof.
But what
Was
the
Greg
Jets,
Williams
the Jets
doing?
lost on purpose, right?
No.
No,
Yes, 1,000%.
that play. Did you watch the last 2 plays?
back to back plays?
back to back plays.
So if they lost on purpose, did they fire Greg Williams as a scapegoat to say they did?
100%. I don't know why they fired Greg Williams. No, that's
Is that to kind of say, hey, like we weren't losing on purpose?
I don't know, but the whole world knows they were losing on purpose. The first play, Elson Aguilar gets
That defensive play call is the worst defensive play call in the history of the NFL.
not the history.
Dude, he hit
That's
6
outlandish.
rushers. He hit 6 rushers after Derek Carr.
They spied him.
Okay.
They had
There
a
was-
quarterback spy on Derek
There
Carr.
was 6 pass rushers on defense. There was 15 plays which fit this scenario of like last play of the game. Everybody's in prevent defense. There's 15. Not a single time of those 15 except Greg Williams did they rush more than 3 pass rushers.
No,
He
but
put 6 on Derek Carr.
even if you're rushing 6, you don't play inside leverage. Like the cornerback, I don't
They
even know what I'm
played
talking
man.
about.
They played man.
The quarterback was like cutting off a slant and letting Henry Ruggs run by him.
Yeah.
The fastest receiver in football.
Let him by.
Nobody over the top. If you watch the play, I watched
They played
it 7
man.
times today. And the cornerback wasn't even like running. He was like hobbling down the field.
It's wild.
100% let him win.
I don't know.
You can't prove it.
1,000%.
Can't prove it.
So NFL's rigged now?
That play was rigged.
Tanking is 100%
That play was real.
a real
Tanking's
thing.
real.
Yeah,
Going
that,
for
that
2
was
is
a tank
not
job.
rigged. I don't think it. No, they covered. They didn't win the game. But if you're betting on Jets money line, you have to know they're trying
So it's like
to
a
lose.
double down for the Jets. We're going to cover.
No,
we're still going to lose.
No, they want to make it competitive, and then were like, "Oh shit, we're winning."
Looks really bad. Let's fire Craig Williams to cover it up.
I said, "Oh shit, we're winning." The guy probably went. I don't know.
The Jets have fired everybody but Adam Gase now.
That's still not rigged. That's still not a rigged game.
No,
this NFL's rigged. That's not rigged. If you're betting Jets money line, you have to know in your head they're trying to lose actively. To me, I'll probably bet them next week too. Jets money line.
They come out and just smoke everything.
Beat the Seahawks.
They lose. Right. They win out. They have like 4 wins.
Yeah, not happening. That last play was so bad.
It was terrible.
Go watch it.
I saw it. They rushed 6 guys.
Yeah.
Why do you have 6 pass rushers on the field? If 8 seconds.
I agree with rushing them.
No, you put 8 guys in the end zone. The only way they beat you was a touchdown. They scored with 4 seconds left.
You can still rush 6 and have 5 guys back. They had nobody was in 15 yards of this guy.
They had 4 wide receivers. So you're going to put 5 deep? Somebody's got single coverage.
Give him a 30-yard cushion. Why is he playing bump and run?
Rush 3 and put 8 in the end zone.
That's the problem. Hail Marys, you give him time to drop back and throw it up. I like the pressure.
How often do Hail Marys work? 3 or 4%?
No, I think it's a little higher. Aaron Rodgers works every time.
Well, yeah, that's Aaron.
I mean, wow. No, I'm just saying I don't mind the pressure, but why is the cornerback playing bump and run coverage?
I don't know.
Don't let him go behind you. I don't know. Jets lost on purpose. That's 100% fact. All right, now we'll get to let's go Chargers rant.
Here you go, Pete. Take the floor, Pete.
So 45-0.
I turned it off in the second quarter. No, I don't understand this football team at all. I don't get it. Like, how are you in games every freaking game for the first 13 weeks?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden get blown the fuck out. I don't get it.
Do you know how many yards Cam Newton threw for?
102.
68.
There we go.
69.
Anthony Lynn is gone.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Anthony Lynn is gone after this year. So I don't understand this franchise. Like, what are you waiting for after this? Like, what are we looking for?
The note it said he was too well respected.
Okay.
Respect the guy so much you're going to tank your franchise for the next 10 years?
They're out. They can't win. Did you hear what he said last week? I was dying when I heard this, too. I forgot about this. He came out and said, I guess he addressed this team. And he said, well, I guess the playoffs are out of the picture. They were 3-8.
They knew that week 8.
He was on the podium. He said, I don't know. I guess, I told the guys the playoffs are probably out of the question at this point.
They were eliminated with that loss.
So after you say that, they would lose 45-0.
And they're eliminated from the playoffs.
That just goes to show you how well respected he is. Right?
Herbert threw the ball 52 times.
Only threw it for 209 yards, though.
Yeah, well, obviously the Patriots' defense. Isn't the Patriots' weakness run game?
Yeah, they're passing.
But you decide to throw it 52 times?
And we had Eckler back.
Eckler's back. Kelly didn't even carry the
Eckler had 10 carries.
Not one carry. That's another weird
I think Eckler had 8 carries total in the game for 39 yards.
So we get
15
Ballage in the picture, and all of a sudden Kelly's gone.
Yeah.
No carries.
So weird.
I don't know.
Coaching.
Kelly,
it's all coaching. Coaching is terrible.
Lynn's
gone.
Are you sure?
He better be. If he's not.
If they didn't fire him after that loss, I don't think they're firing him.
I think there's some
I'm going to be a Dolphins fan next year.
There's some teams that
I hate the Dolphins.
There's some teams I think don't fire him till the end. Chargers have a top 5. Chargers are fourth pick in the draft, I think, right now, along with the Cowboys are 5.
What are their needs? Crazy. Can they draft a head coach? They draft Harbaugh from Michigan with the 4th pick, Jim Harbaugh from Michigan.
That Steve Spurrier's coming out of retirement.
Dude, they're so frustrating. They're such a bad. That whole entire franchise is just in shambles.
All right, Eagles time.
Let's go, baby. It's Jalen Hurts time.
First of all, go back. No, you're all happy. Go back to your sad time about a week ago when you were watching the game.
Oh, it's over now.
He's Hurtsin for a Squirtsin.
Oh, dude. I was going nuts in here when Hurts came in.
So, you think they're going to win? Do you think they're going to make the playoffs this year?
No.
Okay.
I think it's too late.
You're a realistic Eagles fan.
I think we're 3 weeks too late on the change at quarterback. I think we made it 3 weeks ago. We win the division. Now we're 2 games back with 4 games. 3 now?
You're 3-8-1, and they're 5-7. You're
2.5.
Yeah.
With 5 weeks to play?
4.
What?
Yeah. And we have the toughest schedule in football going forward. It's not happening.
Yeah, you got Baltimore next week, I think.
Yeah.
So
who
Saints
wins
this week? Who wins
Baltimore.
that division?
I think the Redskins
team.
are going to win it.
The football team,
I guess I should say.
They beat the Giants both, so they have the tiebreaker.
Yeah. And Alex Smith is playing great football right now.
I'm still pulling for Dallas, but I don't think it's going to happen. All right, so you got that one. Eagles, Rams, NFC East. Yeah, Giants and the Redskins haven't lost in 7 weeks. Well, 4 weeks, I guess. Giants are on a 4-game winning streak. The football team is on a 3-game winning streak.
Alex Smith got those goals.
Giants were 1-7.
Yeah, they were 0-4.
Yeah, they're 1-7. Now they're leading.
No
the division.
Saquon.
Who?
Right.
I forgot about
Who? Him. Nobody remembers that guy.
That's what I'm saying. No
Barkley.
Saquon.
He's going to the Chiefs next year.
Gallman.
Gallman. Fool's a fantasy. Devil's balling.
Yeah.
Fool said he's going to the Chiefs next year.
Yeah, they're going to trade Le'Veon Bell and Clyde Edwards-Helaire for Saquon Barkley.
I'm sure the Giants will do that.
That's the first time you've heard that. So if it comes to fruition, you're welcome.
And
all right, week 14.
If I'm the GM of the Giants, I'll spit in your face.
All right, week 14, big playoff games. Vikings at Tampa. It's a big game because Tampa's only one. They're 7-5. Vikings are 6-6.
Right.
Is there a shot Minnesota takes out Tampa?
If somehow Minnesota wins that football game, they could probably get in the playoffs.
Well, they're in the.
It would end the playoff hopes for Buccaneers, I would assume.
No, because they're the 7 seed right now.
Only 7 get in.
The Vikings are the 7 seed. Bucks are 1 game ahead.
They're 6.
5 or 6. Yeah, there's a bunch of teams clustered right there. Arizona 6-6. You got Arizona, San Francisco would have been 6-6, but they blew.
Is this a must-win game for Arizona this week? Are all these games going out for Arizona?
Yeah, they're 6-6.
They got to win everything
To get in the playoffs?
Yeah,
Pretty
they got to
much.
win out.
I don't think they have to win out. They're tied for the last. Minnesota and Arizona are tied for the last playoff spot right now.
How many straight has Arizona lost? 3?
Yeah.
They haven't won since the Hail Mary.
Nope. Chicago's lost.
And if you take the Hail Mary away, they lost it 2 before then, right?
Something like that. What's crazy is Chicago's only 1 game back, and they've lost 6 in a row.
It's like the NFC East.
Pretty much. Detroit's 1 game back. So if Tampa Bay beats Minnesota and Arizona loses, that opens the door for Chicago, Detroit, San Francisco, and the football team. The NFC East could get 2 teams in the playoffs.
Let's go. Eagles.
Not the Eagles, football team.
Eagles, baby.
There's no way. They could go 7-8-1.
Put them in.
The football
right,
team and the
Tampa.
Giants?
Yeah, they could both get
You
in.
know what's a wild scenario?
Well,
Wild scenario. You know what happened? Wild scenario? Somehow the Eagles sneak in. Hurts gets us to the Super Bowl.
I fucking lose my mind.
And he can't play. He gets hurt.
Benched again.
And then Wentz wins the Super Bowl.
The irony.
Oh, my
irony.
goodness, dude. Would it be wild?
Colts Raiders.
That would be the most 2020 thing of all time, dude.
That would be.
That'd be wild.
Or Ben DiNucci gets the Cowboys in.
Stop
It's
it.
no longer Big Dick Nick. It's Carson.
Yeah, dude.
Colts and Raiders.
Wicked Wayne wins.
Do the
dude.
Raiders get back on track?
Wayne wins.
Raiders. These fools are knuckleheads, huh? Fuck it. Do the Raiders get back on track?
No.
They just get whacked.
That loss 2 weeks ago against the Falcons took them out.
And then broke them. The Jets gave them a gift.
Oh, dude, the Jets gifted them a hope.
So they get the Colts. They're at home against the Colts this week. Big game. Best 2 games of the weekend, I feel like, are on Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. Sunday Night Football game, Pittsburgh at Buffalo.
Good game.
Monster game.
At Buffalo.
Because if Pittsburgh loses another game and Kansas City gets home field advantage and a bye,
I don't need that.
big problem.
I don't need that. I need the Bills Mafia to choke.
You need them to lose. It's in Orchard Park, and then the Monday night game, Baltimore at Cleveland.
Cleveland, I don't know how Cleveland's a dog. Does he?
What else we got? Anything else? You guys got anything? Any topics? Get some hats. What are we doing?
Dude, we got all kinds of colors. Every team you want.
I got some hats. The Lakers ones are the Lakers. I
The
forgot.
hats in the NBA
He told
season
me
is firing up. That's what
we
I'm
got.
excited about.
We'll be doing our NBA preview.
Dude.
What date? What's today's date?
Did you guys see? Did
We
you
got
guys
like
see?
7 days left
No,
Did you guys see
before
that?
preseason.
I don't care about preseason.
I do. Care about it.
Only
all.
one ball brother starting in the NBA now. LaMelo.
He's gonna start. Lonzo's
Lonzo's the
start.
6th man now.
Stop.
Oh, they're starting him over Eric Bledsoe.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
over Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah,
He's
no.
just like
Stop.
just a monster.
Eric Bledsoe starting.
Lonzo's starting. Bledsoe's coming off. Like this NBA preview show, we got to do. What's the date today for real?
It's the 8th.
Today's the 8th.
Yeah.
So we got to do the NBA preview show next week.
Yeah, they start on like the 11th, right?
2 weeks, 22nd.
Oh, I'm talking preseason.
Oh wow. I guess we're doing an NBA preview show next week, so we're gonna have
First preseason game is the 11th.
Like I said, I don't care about preseason, but we're gonna do an NBA preview show next week now, Richard.
Lakers
Someone breaking
Lakers
the COVID
repeat.
law.
Did you hear the sirens?
Yeah.
They heard
Lakers
you guys had
repeat?
the Saints in your top 3. They're coming to arrest both of you.
All right, so
I called them, dude. I called the police when you guys said that, dude.
so texted them. All right, so that's it. Get some hats. We got hats for Christmas. I'm shipping some out Friday. Well, yeah, Friday. Lakers. I'll keep posting on my Instagram. NBA preview show next week. We'll do some NFL stuff, and then locks of the week again next Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday too.
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
I'll buy somebody a hat with the funniest comment this week on Facebook.
We're gonna do a contest.
Something
The
like that.
funniest comment.
Funniest comment, I'll buy him a hat.
I'll post some.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a Thursday.
Funniest comment.
Yeah, get
What we'll do.
Gets a free hat.
Dude. I'll buy him one, dude.
What we'll
Any
do
color you want.
Thursday. Thursday night we'll do a contest. Whoever you have to predict the final score of the football game. If someone wins, they win a hat.
Boom. Sounds good.
I'll post it on Thursday
That works.
or Thursday morning. All right, that's it. We're out. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.